Good morning. Now I'm here outside Manchester Piccadilly. Now I've already given TPE first class a go, so it's time to give CrossCountry first class a go on a Voyager. Let's see how this goes. Because I've got a bit less faith in CrossCountry than Transplanet Express, I've got myself a safety coffee, and I had a safety croissant before we left, so I won't go hungry. So my train has arrived, coach A is at the far end. The nearly 25-year-old Voyagers are a staple of the cross-country fleet, and their age is really starting to show. Already, I'm getting that Voyager toilets now. The interior is a standard 2+1 seating layout and hasn't received a refurbishment in a very long time. As everyone is arriving into Piccadilly, I'm expecting this to be a quiet service. Cross-country's ticketing restrictions mean that most tickets for this 9 AM service are ridiculously expensive, despite being very much an off-peak flow. Luckily, split ticketing gets around this. Right on time, we depart Piccadilly with two other people in the carriage. The blanket 9:30 cut-off will mean it will take until Stoke for this service to become vaguely affordable to most travellers who don't have a deep understanding of the intricacies of rail ticketing.
Hey folks, this is Stockport. If you're leaving us here, just mind to go and step off the train. Thank you.
As we pass through Stockport, my decision to get a safety coffee was proven to be the right decision, as we're informed that there's no hot water and thus no hot drinks available on this service. Not a great start. I did, however, manage to get a couple of shortbread biscuits and two of the smallest cans of Coke that you've ever seen in your life. TP at least did full-size drinks. As we enter the Cheshire countryside, it's worth noting at this point that we haven't yet seen a menu or even been offered any hot food. At least I've got some biscuits. Luckily, I knew this would be the case, and as we approached Macclesfield, I asked what the hot food options were. They only had a bacon barm available, no other options at all. My own previous personal experience and that of others knows that you have to explicitly ask for hot food on cross-country, as you will almost never be offered it. Is this a cost-saving measure by the company?
Hey folks, this is Macclesfield. If you're leaving us here, just mind to go and step off the train. Thank you.
After Macclesfield, I'm given the saddest bacon barm that I've ever seen. I asked for brown sauce, but I was told that they didn't have any available. Luckily, at the last minute, I was handed a battered sachet that I'd clearly found at the back of the cupboard. The sauce is a godsend, because this barm is going to need all the help it can get. This is not good. This is night and day different from Transplanet Express. Look how tiny these are. But hey, at least we can look out the window. I am super glad that I got the safety coffee beforehand and the safety breakfast beforehand. I haven't finished that bacon roll, it was disgusting. Between you and me, that was practically inedible.
Yeah folks, this is Stoke on train. If you're leaving us here,
And while I'm seemingly giving CrossCountry a hard time, their reluctance to implement automated announcements is mind-boggling. Often station announcements aren't made until the very last minute, which is a very, very big accessibility problem, especially with those with sight problems, as I did in the month following my stroke. This is just unacceptable. Oh, and because this train is a giant Faraday cage, you better hope that you've got your music downloaded, because you're not going to be getting any usable phone signal. Look, I totally get it. This probably sounds like I'm having one big dig at CrossCountry, but this isn't just a one-off experience. This is one of my most used operators, and I'm not a stranger to taking a cheeky upgrade if I can bag a cheap one. These are repeated experiences from what, in my opinion, is one of the worst operators on the UK rail network. See, look, here's the thing. fairly sure cross-country first class used to actually be nice. Now, the only positive thing that I can really find is the staff are nice, and you get a seat. That seems to be the only benefit to first class here. Scrolling on screen right now is a list of my lovely Patreons and YouTube supporters. They help make all of my videos possible. Because of these guys, I feel comfortable to give my honest opinions on services. If you want to get your name onto this list, the links to do so are in the description, but to those of you who are already helping, thank you so much. Passing through Wolverhampton means we're nearly at my stop at Birmingham, so it's time to talk about how much I paid for this. With a split ticket, I paid £49 for a return in standard class, though it's worth noting that without split tickets, this would cost £115 return. On top of this, I purchased a seat frog upgrade for £16, which in this instance was not in the slightest bit worth it. If you're going to offer a premium upgrade, even for £16, it's important that you make a vague attempt at a premium offering. Often train operating companies will hide behind the fact that food and drinks are complimentary and not officially included in the ticket, but they'll happily let you believe that a first class ticket means a first class experience when it often doesn't. So we're just coming into Birmingham now, and I'm sure Voice Over Me has already summed up my thoughts. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as saying it's awful. I haven't had a bad experience, I just haven't really had an experience. You know what it is? I think it's just that CrossCountry as a company, as an operator, has given up. Like, whenever I travel cross-country, not just with a first class upgrade, it just feels like they've given up. Which is not good for us, the passenger. Is there anything salvageable from a cross-country first-class experience? In its current state, not really. You will interact with some brilliant staff who are very clearly being held back by a company that just doesn't care anymore. But that's also the same experience you'll find in standard. So if you've already got a reserved seat, just stick with standard and treat yourself to a nice meal at either end of the journey. Thank you for coming along with me on that first class journey across country. Hopefully next time I make a first class video, it will actually be a first class service. I'm going to leave a link here to the next video I think you should watch, but until next time, bye bye.